Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world.
I've been looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. Lot in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then love in life will guide you.
Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and welcome to tonight's live stream. Well, tonight we're going to be talking to Petrus Sitho, and of course, Loving Life has got a long history with Petrus. We covered quite a few of his events, and over the last 6 to 8 months, we've just been letting him run with the ball, and he's continued with his mission, which is bringing or drawing attention to farm murders and farm attacks in South Africa to the world. And don't forget that tomorrow night we're going to be talking to Johan regarding exactly the same type of situation where he was actually a victim of, well, you wait till you hear the live stream tomorrow night. It's quite shocking what's going on in South Africa. But getting back to Petrus, tonight we're going to catch up with Petrus as to what he's doing, what's happening. We've also got Fanie Nell, who's part of his team, joining us. And just by way of a little bit of history, this video I'm going to show you a clip of now was taken in early 2021, and Petrus talks about some of the things we're going to be talking about tonight, just so you can understand how completely wasted, useless, ineffective, incompetent, I can't think of enough adjectives, let me get that word out, I can't think of enough adjectives to explain how completely bankrupt the South African Police Service is under Petrus Sitho. But that'll come very, very clear to you tonight. And Mr. Sitho, I know you watch Loving Life TV. Suck it up, buttercup. Okay, here comes that video clip with Petrus Sitho. And as I say, this is over a year old, but it's very relevant to tonight's discussion. Here we go.
South Africans, today is Thursday, 2022. Now, I've got a call coming from crime intelligence here in South Africa. Now, I want to tell you something. South Africa, they want to block me. They want to arrest me because I have wrote a letter. This is a letter from the 14th January 2022 to the President, everyone, the ministers, including the Speaker in Parliament, everyone. I think some of you, organization, you've got this letter. I'm going to read this letter to you. It says, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Mr. President of South Africa, my name is Petrus Sitho, activist fighting for our farmers and farm workers, the voice of the farmers and food security here in South Africa. The 2022 Son of the Year in the Cape Town City Hall will differ from all previous addressing given to this nation. I am the well-known Stop Farm Matters activist. I'm going to attend this year's event. My presence will be far more than a protest gesture. Protest will always be relevant, but the time has come to replace it with something that will bear more fruit, passive resistance, and public engagement. I'm leading from the front, irrespective of personal sacrifice and danger, being an example to all who are standing in solidarity with South Africa's farming community. I'm insisting to be a guest of President Cyril Ramaphosa and some other ministers. This will be done peacefully and according to the rights of the citizen to attend the SONA. I would like if you can talk about farm killing and farm workers killing. Petrus Sitho and Mr. President and some of the ministers. I will repeat again. It is not a protest. I'm not going to attend. I'm going to attend the SONA, the State of the Nation. I will be outside the City Hall of Cape Town on the 10th of February 2021. I think this year, 2022, is going to change the lives of South Africans and protection of our farmers. I hope I will be welcome, me and my 5 team members. Stop killing farmers and farm workers. Save our food security. SONA 2022 in Cape Town City Hall. Yours faithfully, PP Sitho 073 0084 Now, South Africans, let me tell you, they want to block me. Now, my question is that who is behind of this farm killing? Who is behind of this farm killing? Because now I've got the call from crime intelligence. Now, he asked me the question, said that I'm a threat. I'm a threat of what? I'm speaking the truth. President Cyril Ramaphosa, you know me. Begitela, I met with you whereby I've been chosen to the Rural Committee, Safety, here in South Africa. But today, you denied me to go to the SONA. But I promise to the South Africans, I'm talking about the black, white, Indian, colored. I'm going. If they want to arrest me because I'm speaking the truth, stop killing farmers. Stop killing farmers. Enough is enough. Genoeg is genoeg. Ons is nog gatvol. We want no farmer, no food, no future. South Africans, we are tired. Now is the time. Now is the time to fight for ourselves. Now, you see this letter. This letter come from to the Speaker on the 27th May 2021. This letter. Now, they say that I'm a threat. I'm a threat of what? I'm a peaceful with 5 members. South Africans, I'm going to delete. Ons gaan nie die ding doen. Thank you very much. 073 0084 State of the Nation, Mr. President, the ministers, I'm coming. Peaceful. Thank you very much. Bye, donkey.
Okay, there's Petrus. Now, just to answer David's question, what does gatvol mean? Gatvol means I've had enough, but it's a beautifully descriptive Afrikaans word. It is one of the most beautiful words in language. It really is. It is more than just I've had enough. It's I'll let people in the side chat to explain to you exactly how descriptive it is. Okay, let me get my guests on. I'll start off with Petrus. Here we go. Sorry, guys, I'm just finding his... there we go. Let's get Petrus on. Okay, I'll get Fanie Botha on first, and then we'll get Petrus on. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Sorry, guys, my Skype is playing up. I'm going to get Fanie to... No, I've got to get Petrus to call me. Okay, let's see if that we can get something happening there. Sorry about this, guys. This happens from time to time. It's looks like we've got it going now. There we go. He's probably trying to call me now. Okay, let's get Fanie on. Okay, Petrus, call again. Hi, Petrus.
Hello, Scott.
How are you, mate?
I'm fine. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. Excellent. Good to see you.
Yes, and me also, Scott. Good to see you again, Scott. And also, thanks, God. I'm always part of this Live in Life team, Scott. Thank you.
Well, you're more than just part of the team. You're one of the Loving Life heroes, don't forget.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay, I'm just waiting for Fanie to join us. Now, Petrus, it's been a while since we last spoke to you. Tell us, hi, Fanie, how are you?
I'm fine, yourself, Scott, thanks.
Excellent. Now, Fanie, can you sit up a bit higher? Because I've got you dropping off the bottom of the screen. Yeah, just move your camera down a little bit. As you are now is perfect. If you just stay in that position, that's perfect.
All right. Can I sit back like this?
No, if you sit back, we lose you. You can't drop off the bottom of the screen. So try and stay. Move your camera down a bit, or stay closer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Now, okay, Petrus, back to you. So give us an update as to what's been going on since we last spoke.
Scott, since we have last, there's a lot of things that have been happened. I remember the 20th May 2022. There's one of the farmer. She called me in Carolina, in Mpumalanga. I've got that video. She called me that, Petrus, come please, man, because they have stole the 16 cows. You must know that that old lady, she lives alone from East London to Mpumalanga, and I asked her, the old farmer, that why did you get my number? She said that, Petrus, you are all over here. Please come and help us, because the police, they can't help us. I think it was on the 19th, before the presidential imbizo in Mpumalanga, on the same town. We went there, me and my team, and we went to investigate and also talk to black people. Where can maybe we chase the 16 cows? Yes, Scott. We have found that 6 cows have been slaughtered. 6 cows have been slaughtered, and we have catch those thieves who stole 16 cows of that the farmer. Now that farmer, Scott, she lives alone in the farm. She lives alone in the farm, whereby we called the police and they came. And after that, Scott, if you remember from last year, I was pushing this national rural safety against the president, against the minister of police.
Yeah.
Last year, you remember that. Now, every time, Scott, we got the meeting, and they postponed. We went to sleep outside in Union Building.
Yeah, I remember.
I think it was May. Yeah, on May, we went again in Union Building to sleep outside. And to write the president of South Africa that, please, speak with this so-called minister that we want this national rural safety summit must happen. Yes, on the 27th, 28th, it happened. It was on in Paris, in Free State, whereby I was one of the speakers there on the 27th. Now, on my speech, I said to them, Mr. Minister, you can't maybe recruit 5,000 trainee police, whereas here in South Africa we've got crime every day, whereas our farmers and farmers are not safe. And I said, at least we need resources, bring the resources and recruit more than 100,000 police trainee here in South Africa, because every day is crimes here in South Africa. And now what happened, Scott? After I speak, my last word, I said, Mr. Minister, you remember I was there in Palapala Farm outside last year when I pray. I think, Scott, you remember that?
Yeah.
When I pray outside Palapala Farm, me and my team, now we have seen what happened, whereby there's a heavy armed police who protect Mr. President's farm. Scott, when I finished,
well, Petrus, his farm is like a bank. There's more money, cash, in his farmhouse than there is in the major banks in Johannesburg. That's why the police are protecting his farm, because it's a cash bank. Anyway, back to you.
Exactly, Scott. And after that, I spoke, he said to me, "Are you really sure you were there?" I said, "Yes." And
yeah, I've seen the photos.
Yes, I said yes. I was there. I was there in Palapala Farm outside to pray. And now, we say that God has exposed the president, and he has used other praise and the praiser to expose Mr. President. Because if you remember, we went there to pray outside,
yes.
And after that, today the president he is in trouble. He doesn't know that God, he used us to pray outside, and he used other praiser to expose Mr. President. Now, Scott, it is a lot of things that have been happened, whereby I've been chosen. I've been chosen as a task team of rural safety. He appointed me. I remember on the 28th.
Now, Petrus, before we go into the task team, I just want to go to Fanie first. Fanie, you're part of Petrus's team. Tell us how that all came about, and tell us what you do.
Yeah, I'm currently here in Bloemfontein, and I've watched Petrus all along. Especially since the Senekal murder on Brendan Horner, and I made contact with him, and we started speaking. And initially, I helped get him on WhatsApp groups to point him in the right direction, to get the people behind him. And throughout this meeting of ours, we never actually physically met. We only met the 19th of July. But we spoke through the years. We spoke, and I always prayed with him, and I boosted him where I could. And when I saw Petrus was this thing of Ramaphosa, I immediately jumped, and I jumped at the chance to get involved, and that's where we met up, and I started getting involved with this team. And Petrus said, the ice was type of like broken when we met at the police station, and I didn't want to take over the credit for his hard work. And he said, "No, Fanie, camera shots and news interviews, you come stand here, you're part of the team." And I said, "All right, let's go. This is enough." I was personally touched by this all. I lost my dearest uncle, whom I loved very much. And so it's an honor to be involved with this man, and it's an honor to fight for our country. 68 murders on average per day in South Africa. That's unacceptable. And Bekitsele is and Ramaphosa and the whole cabinet, they're using our money, but they are protected. But if Petrus asks, protect the farmers, then they look the other way. Big promises always, but nothing done. Nothing done.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, Petrus, you were just talking there about the task team. Now, you met Bekitsele about a year ago. Was it about a year ago? About a year ago, you met Bekitsele. And at that time, he appointed you to be a member of a task team to investigate what's going on with farm attacks and farm murders. Am I correct in that? No.
Exactly, Scott.
Now that was that just so everybody listening understands, that was a year ago that Police Minister Bekesele established a so-called task team, and Petrus Sitho is a member of that task team. Now, Petrus, tell me how many times that task team has met and what has it actually done so far?
Scott, we have met via Zoom, the meetings, and nothing has been done. And there's no payment, there's no money given to us of any resources, nothing, Scott. Now, I've seen that Bekesele, he wants to hide. He wants to hide behind us. Why I'm saying that? If the South African farmers, they are going to cry of maybe to mobilize, of maybe to protest, he will say that, no, guys, I have asked him to appoint this tax team. It doesn't do a work. It is not my fault. That's why I'm saying to you that, Scott, because this government, they want, he wants to hide about something. Because I'll tell them to the meeting that, guys, we have a meeting every day. And there's farmers who have been attacked. Farmers who have been attacked and raped and killed. Scott, last week in Piketberg, also in Western Cape, one of the farmers had been here. His car is open, killed, Scott, killed, and his have been thrown to the bin. And Scott, 2 weeks back, what happened in what's the name? Also in Free State, where they killed 7 farm workers. Scott, I was there, and before I go there, I called Bekesele, Scott. I called Bekesele. I said, Mr. Minister, please, if you go to those farm workers who have been shot and killed, please tell me, I will come, because I've seen you, Mr. Bekesele, whereby 21 kids who have been died here in Islam, that in Taben. You were there, and he was crying. It was a crocodile tears. He was in Soweto, in Gauteng, whereby 14 people have been killed, shot and killed in Taben. He was there, but he failed, Scott. He failed to go to those farm workers and speak in front of cameras. Or maybe he was afraid also to go and lie about those farm workers who have been killed. I was there, Scott. I went there and do the videos and everything. Scott, it was so painful. And let me tell you, Scott, tomorrow on the 10th of August 2022, we are going to have another meeting, 10 o'clock, South African time, morning. I called Bekesele last week Friday. I called Bekesele. I said, Bekesele, no, we can't to go like this. I said, Mr. Bekesele, there's farm matters every day, and people have been attacked and tortured. He said to me, no, not every day. I said, yes, Mr. Minister, you will never know, because they call me. I got the message, I got the WhatsApp. And I said, Minister, please, next week we are going to have a meeting on the 10th of August. And he said to me that, Petrus, after the meeting, please call me. Because I said to him, Scott, that, Mr. Bekesele, we need to work with you in your office, which means in national, with my team, and also my team, and also another organizations. We're gonna, not us alone, we're gonna choose some of the organizations. We're gonna work with Bekesele. Yes, if he say that he's gonna go to home, but he will get his salary, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna run South Africa farmers and also our protection, our farmers and farmers, because we are tired of this thing, Scott. We are tired. We are tired. And he promised me that tomorrow, after the meeting, Scott, I will give you the update. After the meeting, I'll give you the update. After also, I spoke to Bekesele, because I'm going to record him. That that the whole South Africa international, they must hear that we've got a mafia minister who can't think about himself. You remember what happened in Cameroon when he said, shut up, and everything like that.
Now, look,
I don't know.
I want to share a photo with everybody watching the live stream, and this kind of sums up Bekesele to me. Have a look at this. Okay, now the guy in the middle, for those who don't know, that's the police minister of South Africa, Petrus Sitho, and
Yes.
yeah. Okay, I call him monkeypox.
Yeah.
Now, Fanie, over to you.
Scott.
What would you like to say?
Yeah, you see, firstly, we don't need a minister that cries. We need a strong minister that steps to the foreground and say, listen, we're going to stop this. That's the first thing. Secondly, if he was serious about stopping farm murders, he would liaise directly with Petrus, wouldn't he? He would appoint Petrus, and he would give Petrus some authority concerning the farm attacks, wouldn't he? So it's just a lot of clowns working for the cabal, and we know that. And with this court case coming up, we've got a few surprises for them. I'm not going to say what the surprises are, but we've got a few surprises for them. Serious stuff where we're going to look each other in the eye and we're going to say, you need to answer to this and some more. But we will discuss it past the court case. But if this guy was serious, he would step up his game. He would recruit, like Petrus said, at least 100,000 police officers. I was in the police myself.
Yeah.
And you could guys like us. We are the whole country are full of us. But because of certain politics, we're not employed anymore. Like me, and while I'm at it, if you give me a chance, Scott, Petrus is unemployed. The cameraman Daniel is unemployed. Petrus' accomplice Matthew is unemployed. I'm unemployed. I just wonder sometimes, and that's how I got involved, Scott. When I looked to my at where are the white farmers, and I'm not speaking against them, but it's predominantly white people that gets murdered on the farms. There are blacks as well, and we cry our hearts out for each one that gets murdered. But I wondered, where are the white guys? Where are the white guys? Why aren't they involved with this good man? Why must he fight alone? Why must he struggle to survive? He can't. He's already saving to get money to come to Bloemfontein. I mean, that is not right, guys. For anyone looking out there watching this program now, why should it be like that? That Petrus is fighting, and I've joined the team now. But why should he fight alone without funds? Is there where's the support? Where's the support? I've reached out, and I'm yet all these big unions, and I said I made a promise. I'm from my side, I'm giving them chance to respond. I'm giving them fair chance. I've reached out. I've made contact with them, and Petrus has made contact with lots of them. But believe you me, when we are at that court, the guys that didn't pitch, we will name you. I will name you, because I've got this stance. If you're not for us, then why are you not for us? Because the people are getting killed. Then you must be against us. Then why must this good man and him struggle to even survive? But he's fighting. He's giving his whole life to save the farmers and to get it under world attention. Yeah. That's just my sense.
Yeah, well, look, I just want to say that the ANC government, they are a bunch of crooks. I mean, that's the bottom line. What you've got running in South Africa today is the mafia. It's basically they've got hit squads. They take out political opponents. They steal left, right, and center. There's just no shame. There's no moral compass. Lindiwe Sisulu, during the actual lockdown between 2020 and 2022, she spent over 200 million rand on travel, accommodation, and liquor at the cost of the taxpayer during the lockdown. That's Lindiwe Sisulu. Now, she is one of the ministers. That just typifies how the money is being spent. It's been wasted. And they're just on this one big party. That's all they're doing. And until you get rid of the ANC in South Africa, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to keep on going downhill. And Petrus Sitho is just, he's probably on a par with anyone else who's so bloody useless in that ANC ministry. But getting back to you, Petrus, Petrus, this High Court case that you've got coming up, can you tell us here that what is it all about? Just give us some background to it.
Okay, Scott, I remember when I went in Union Building 2018. It was on the 10th of September 2018. I remember. Now, to write my own memorandum to the President of South Africa that, please, Mr. President, don't amend Section 25, land expropriation. Mr. President, please, we want protection of our farmers here in South Africa, whereby we have seen some of our farmers have been killed. And Scott, he ignored. Why I'm saying that? He ignored because the same month, on the 26th September 2018, he went to international when they asked him about the white farmers, and so he said that there's no farmers or white farmers who have been killed, and also then Greg. Okay, listen to me, Scott. Our notice of motion, it was on the 19th July 2022. Me and my team, we were, Scott, it was not easy. I remember that day when we went to the court. I ran out of petrol, and I was calling some of the people to come and assist us. No one. But let me tell you, now today, we say that thank you, God, and thanks also to my team. Thanks also to everyone who were involved on that day. Now, our notice of motion is, it said, take notice that Petrus Sitho, here after called the applicant, will make an application to this court of on order, declaring that the respondent is guilty of contravening Section 83 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996. In that, the respondent did not uphold and defend and respect the Constitution and the supreme law of the Republic, and did not promote the unity of the nation and that which will advance the Republic, resulting in a serious violation of the Constitution or the law, serious misconduct, inability to perform the function of office, declaring that the respondent is guilty of contravening Section 4, and with Section 1, 2, 3, and 7. Now, Scott, declaring in terms of Section 172 of the Constitution that any law or conduct that is consistent with the Constitution is invalid, to extend on its inconsistency and make any order that is just inaccountable, including an order limiting the respective effect of the declaration of invalidity, an order suspending the declaration of invalidity of any period or any conditions to allow the competent authority to correct the defect, that the founding affidavit of applicant will be used in support. Now, our founding affidavit, it said that me, Petrus Sitho, I am an adult of African male, age 42, who is in terms of Section 3 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996, a citizen equally entitled to the rights, privileges, and benefits of citizenship, and equally subject to the duties and responsibilities of citizenship. The facts herein are true and correct. Matamela, Cyril Ramaphosa is an African male born 17 November 1952, aged 69, who is in terms of Section 83 of the Constitution, the incumbent head of state and the head of the national executive, who must uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution as the supreme law of the Republic, and promote the unity of the nation and that which will advance the Republic, and is guilty of contravening Section 83 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996. Now, in that, the respondent did not uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution. Now, Scott, I will never read this thing. I can read it maybe the whole day of overnight. Now, the thing is that, Scott, let me talk straight. The president is guilty. When you go to that video, he said that there's no farm matters, and also there's no white farmers matters who have been attacked or killed here in South Africa. We're going to use that video in the court. You remember, Scott, that day, it is the first time to go and open a case against someone. We start, me and my team, to the police station. After we have given a stamp, then we go to the High Court. the High Court in Bloemfontein, they give you stamp and also their case number. Our case number is 3396/2022. This is our case number. After that, we went to the attorney of Mr. President or whatever. Again, we went back again, and we said to them that we need an agent court, and it's around 4 o'clock afternoon. The case has started on that day. After the case court, they've given us a court order. The court order said that on the 25th August 2022, now the president is going to leave the office if the law of South Africa is going to help, is going to work. On that day, it's going to be a history that the president is going to leave the office. Ramaphosa is going to resign because he is guilty.
Yeah. Now, Claire, yeah, Fanie, there's something you wanted to add. Go ahead.
Yes, it's no coincidence that, like I said, I was in the police force myself, and an old buddy of mine, I received a voice note on WhatsApp from him today, where he said this following. I wish you could understand Afrikaans so I could forward it to you, but in any case, he said to me, Fanie, this is all just coupling the fact with what Petrus say about what Ramaphosa said on the 26th of August 2018 in New York, where he blatantly lied and said there's no farm murders. That's a blatant lie. Now see how they work. They take, and this guy worked with it, this mate of mine in the police. They said if there is a farm attack, it's not distinguished as a farm attack. It's just written down as an attack. It's not the location isn't given. The facts are not given on where it is. So you can just everything just disappears into the big circle of crime, and they're useless in any case in suppressing the crime. So if they can just say, yeah, no farmers are being killed, that's just lies, and that's how callous they are. And that's I mean, for me, they're part of the cabal. We know it, and it's time to expose these guys. And we're going to start doing this. And by the blood of Jesus Christ covering us, we will be protected. And I'm telling you, we're going to look these guys head on in the eyes and say, you must answer some questions. And if you're not, then we move to step B. There's a few surprises coming, believe me.
Fantastic. Now, Petrus, you've frozen. I don't know what you did to your camera, but you've gone 90 degrees, and you were perfect before. So whatever you've done, Petrus, we'll leave it like that at this stage. See if you can fix it, though, Petrus. Now, okay. Now, just talking about the incompetence of the police. Now, I think Petrus has had a first-hand experience of this with the so-called task team that Bekesele actually established over a year ago to go and look into farm murders, which has done absolutely nothing. It's done absolutely nothing, and a big zero. And what they do, this is how the ANC work, and people need to understand this, is if they've got a problem, they appoint a task team, or they appoint a committee, or whatever they say, and the only thing that committee does is, if it ever actually meets, is it gets paid and they talk. They don't do anything. Nothing ever gets done. But that's what happens with the ANC. It's just a talk fest, and nothing is ever done. Now, Petrus, you're still 90 degrees. We used to have you perfectly on the screen. Are you there, Petrus? Petrus? We can't hear Petrus now.
Petrus gone somewhere.
I think his camera might have frozen. All right, let's just continue, Fanie. So, look, Fanie, you told us that you were following Petrus for a while, and then you decided, hey, I want to become more active, and now you're part of the group. What sort of roles do you play for supporting Petrus?
I mean, I do what I can, you know. I've phoned people. I've tried all the other news networks in the world to get them involved. I've tried with several groups here in South Africa, you know. And must I add, I'm here to speak the truth, and the ANC guys are on board. All the other parties, the supposed black parties, they are involved. I'm struggling with the white guys. There's only one party that is coming to the party thus far. I'm not saying the others won't get involved. They are still leading up to the 25th. We've got ample, not actually, but we still got some time. We want a big presence there that day, and like I said, if they are not going to be there, we actually have got a call. I won't mention the names. Scott, I will speak to you in private maybe. But just after this call, we've got a big conference call, me and Petrus and some other guys heading up to this case, where we're going to come with a few surprises on that day. And it's going to be great. And I know you will be following, and we'll keep in touch. And there's one thing I keep forgetting. This is what I want to mention. They downplay this stuff between white and black all the time. The ANC, they are the big cheerleaders concerning that. Now, let me tell you, my friend, I've walked the street of South Africa for a long time, all over the provinces. I was in the police in Cape Town. I was in Joburg. I was in the Northern Cape. I've traveled. I'm in the Free State now. I'm yet to meet a black guy that hates me because of my skin color, just per se. So they keep playing. That's the ANC and the EFF. They keep playing on that because they know that is where their reward is. So that is where the communist buddies in overseas sit and say, right, we'll just keep funding this. And it's like going to a party. Like you said, that one woman that spent 200 million while we were in lockdown, suffering, struggling to keep alive, for flip sake, just to keep alive. And I'm seeing the guys every day picking up empties, giving it in some scrap metal just to survive, selling it just to survive. Yet these ANC guys are swimming in the money. Yet you've got a president that hides money, US dollars on his farm, Fala, that's protected by my tax money and the rest of South Africa's population tax money. When is this going to stop? We're going to stop it right now, beginning the 25th. And
that's the 25th of August.
25th of August. High Court in Bloemfontein.
Yeah. Okay. Now look, when you said that the political parties are supporting you, but the white political parties, if I can use the word white, aren't. Surely the Freedom Front Plus are supporting you?
We've reached out. I've sent emails. You know, you've got a guy like Ian Cameron. That thing was Becky selling. I made contact. Now listen to this, Scott. I made contact because I'm unemployed. Most of the days I don't have credit or data. And there are some people. I just cried tonight because of one person that is so humble. He said to me, listen, I haven't got, he knows about this interview. He said, I don't have money and stuff, but I can send you, I can do this. Have you got enough data to speak to Scott? Now, I started crying and I said, you know what, my friend, God bless you. I've got enough data. And the thing is, with Ian Cameron, I reached out to him on WhatsApp. I got a hold of his number through somebody, and I reached out on WhatsApp to him. Now listen to this guy. He said to me on WhatsApp, now please email me because I don't speak on WhatsApp. You can email me, but take note of this. I reached out 4 times to him on WhatsApp. He never answered me. Then I tuned him. I poked him a little bit. I took it up a level, and then only he answered me. And then only to tell me, now you can communicate on email with me. And I said, all right, fine. And he had rhetoric this long. Why I shouldn't tune him? You know, I mustn't be like that. You know. And I said, all right, fine. and I mailed him. He's never answered. And I followed up and I said, you know what, Mr. Ian Cameron, don't bother. Don't bother coming back to me. Don't even show at the court. Don't come there and try to say, I'm the famous guy that went toe-to-toe with Becky Cele. I think nothing of you. I don't want guys like that involved. We'll work with the people on the ground, because I keep speaking with the guys that fill up the cars at the petrol. What do you call them in English? The tenants there that fill up the car.
Yeah.
And I tell them, listen. Excuse me.
Yeah. That's fine. Look, I've just got Petrus trying to join us, but before I address that, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. My PA in South Africa, Marlena, reached out to Ian Cameron by email to say, look, let's do a live stream about what happened with Becky Cele. Never got a response. Never got a response. Nothing. Diddly squat. Now, look, what I'm going to do, Fanie, is I'm just going to reset the Skype session, because Petrus is trying to join us. So I'm going to have to cancel. I'm going to have to go out of the Skype session, and then I'll call you back, okay?
I hope you didn't fall on me.
Yeah, I'll be right back to you, okay?
Sure.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to reset the Skype, because Petrus obviously doesn't know how to join the group Skype again. So I'm just going to call Petrus personally, and then I'll bring Fanie back into the conversation. Hi, Petrus.
Hello, Scott.
You're back with us again.
Yeah, I think it was what you call the network.
Yeah, the internet.
Hello, Scott.
Yeah, I can't see you, Petrus. Oh, there you go. I think you're coming now. There you go. That's perfect.
Yes.
Don't touch your phone once you got it set so I can see you. Please don't touch it, because when you touch it, that's when things go pear-shaped.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that one. Okay, that's the guy I need. Add. Okay, I'm just getting Fanie back into the conversation. Let's hope you can pick up that call. Hi, Fanie.
How's it?
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Okay, we got the team back. Now, we were just talking there about the lack of support in certain quarters. With the Freedom Front Plus, who have you been speaking to, Fanie?
No, not yet. I've spoken to. I've sent him a WhatsApp because of my limitations. Petrus has spoken to some. I'll give you a chance just now. I just want to mention here. I sent a thing to Ernst Roots. He opened it, but I know Petrus is speaking with him, so I'm not going to interfere there. So over to you, Petrus.
Petrus?
Yes, Scott. Before Scott, we went to open a case. Me and my team. What happened? I called some of the organizations, Scott, here in South Africa, and the big organization. And I'm not going to mention their names, Scott. They have turned down. I've called the president of Freedom Front Plus. The president, I've got also his number direct. I sent him the message that we are going to open a case against the president about blah, 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 blah. And he said to me, no, you are not going to get a case number in the High Court. You must go to police station. You will get a police station. And for me, Scott, he was negative on that message. And you know what? You can ask Fanie. The case number, you got it to the High Court. You got first the stamp to the police station. And after that, you go to the police to the High Court. What I have seen here in South Africa, Scott, everyone want to be a hero. Everyone wants to be a hero. And I have told them, guys, Scott, you can name it. The big organization, they've got 1,000 of farmers every month. I call them to their leaders. Say, please come and let's join hands and make this thing stronger and stronger and bigger and bigger. Scott, you know what, for me, they gave them like this. You know what? Everyone wants to be a hero of someone. And I told them that I don't want to be famous. I want to help our country. That's all. And I have told them that I have rejected money from the government. I have rejected jobs from the government. The thing is that, Scott, maybe they don't believe me because I'm black. I don't know. But let me tell you, there's some of them, they say that we are going behind you. Maybe, Scott, they are scared of their lives. What about me? This poor guy who lives in here in the RDP without any protection. At least they've got some of the protection, the bodyguards. I've also called the Roots of AfriForum. I called Roots AfriForum and spoke to him, and he said to me that he will come back to me and he's going to speak to the lawyer or whatever. And nothing has been done. And we are going to the 25 August 2022, whereby, Scott, one of the day before this case, I went direct to AfriForum's headquarters in Pretoria. I was there inside in the office with Roots inside. You know what? I told him because about this case. He said to me, no, and so on. But I've seen everyone in South Africa want to be famous that I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. This thing doesn't need a celebrity. This thing doesn't need maybe you are a hero of steering our art. It needs us to hold hands. And Scott, I've tried many times. If you remember, in Senegal, there were many, Scott, many leaders and organization activists. I think some of them, you know them, Scott. They said they are fighting for farmers. Where are they now? Where are they now? Gone. And you, Scott, you have followed me when I attend Brendan Horner's case. You, Scott, I was alone. You remember?
Yeah.
The farmers and also the organization, they went first time. Second time, nowhere to be seen. No one. I went there. And the time when Andre Pienaar, the farmer who had been put in jail, I was alone in Bethlehem. I was there in Bethlehem, alone. I was in his house. He was crying, and his family, children, Scott, they were crying. They said, Father, really, are you going to jail? It was so stressed on that house that day. I went there on the next day to support him. No one, Scott. Here in South Africa, I think, Scott, these people, they want maybe Petrus to be millionaire. They will say that, yes, we will follow you. Guys, I don't need your money. But what I need from you, I need your support by everything. Like now, this car that you see around here in South Africa, you know, Live in Life, Scott TV, Live in Life TV. Scott, he makes sure that I've got this car that I use now with wire to connect the gears. I use now, there's no tires. I remember the last tire that you, Scott, you make sure that I've got those tires from brand new from the garage. I think it's 2 years or 3 years back, if I'm not mistaken. You make sure that I've got those tires. Now there's nothing, Scott, nothing. You, Scott, you are behind the South African farmers. You, Scott, you are behind to expose this government that the people must wake up. But, Scott, it is hard because I'm here in South Africa. I've seen what happened here in South Africa, and I push, and my life is in danger, Scott, because of all the South Africans. But today, I'd like to say to all of them, I will fight until. And thank you very much, Live in Life TV. Thank you very much, Scott. You were protecting me and also guiding me. You were like my father to me, and I appreciate that. You say that some of them journalists here in South Africa, he says that Scott, Live in Life, is a racist. No, guys, I've seen on my eyes. You rejected me, but Scott, he interviewed me here, and he also spread also those things that I'm doing. But you failed to do it. The media of South Africa.
Right. Well, look, just before you do, Fanie, I should just add a little bit to what Petrus said. And I'm delighted to see that one of the big donors to Petrus's car a couple of years ago, and this lady's name is Fiona Timms. She was actually the lady who donated the money for your new tires. And Fiona is a wonderful lady. She's a big part of Loving Life. She's a channel hero. She's she's often puts videos up on Loving Life TV. She's an author, but yeah, look, a great lady, and she's actually the matriarch of Loving Life, just so people know. And hi, Fiona. Thank you so much. And yeah, look, there were several people who helped through donations in getting you that car a couple of years ago and getting you on the road. And I just want to address AfroForum, and this is from Loving Life's perspective. I am very, very disappointed in AfroForum, I have to tell you. We have reached out to Ernst Rutz on several occasions to come on and have a discussion about something relevant in South Africa. We've been ignored. Our emails have been ignored. Now, Ian Cameron, he was ex-AfroForum, same thing. We recently reached out to Harry Nell, who's the lawyer, because there's a situation in KwaZulu-Natal, near Pietermaritzburg, where tribal lands are basically being stolen by the Camperdown police and another community. They're basically just stealing the land and giving it to other people, and no one is doing anything about it. We had them on a live stream, and you can go and have a look at our live streams and see more about that. And I actually personally sent an email to AfroForum saying this is the sort of thing that Harry Nell should become involved in, because, you know, this is theft of land. Yes, I know it's tribal land, and I know there are Africans involved, but if you let this happen once, how are you going to stop it happening again? And that's exactly what's going on right now. And again, I'm very disappointed in AfroForum. They seem to big note themselves a lot, but when it comes to actually being active on the ground and supporting causes, they just seem to look the other way. That's my own personal experience of that organization. And I should just say that there are other organizations which I've got a huge amount of respect for, and I'm talking about big ones like Solidarity, NIASA, which is the employers union, the agricultural union. I think it's called the TLU. I think it is. There are a bunch of guys who are really doing a lot of good work, but they're as you say, they're show ponies like those guys at AfroForum, and I'm just you know, I don't know where to go with that sort of crap. But anyway, let's get back to you, Fanie. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, Scott, while you're on the point of Solidarity, I found them many a time, and they didn't come back to me. I left messages, and I phoned again, and they didn't get back to me. I phoned the president of the Free State Agricultural Union. I spoke with him, and didn't get back to me. Jack Almer, Dr. Jack Almer. Sorry to mention your name, but hell, why are you not getting involved? It's for the white farmers we are doing this. I'm at the stage now where Petrus has been for a long time. I'm putting my life in danger now, but it's all for the greater cause. I mean, I've forgotten too many how many people I've spoken in big unions, and there's one. I'm not going to mention his name. He knows who he is. He's reached out and he said we'll talk. But yet again, it's a week now and he's gone quiet. I'm turning red here in my face. There's not one that has actually said we'll come on board. I mean, I don't know what to say. Are they all involved here with this government? What's going on here?
When it comes to AfroForum, obviously we're for some reason we're not worth talking to as Loving Life TV, so I can't help you there, but we certainly do have contacts within Solidarity. And what I'll ask Marlena to do after this live stream is to see if we can get in contact with a couple of those to actually reach out or reach back to you to see if they can discuss anything that they can help you with. Petrus, I see you waving your finger.
Yeah, Scott, I said to them, to all the organization, that you say that you're fighting for farmers, and also the unions say that you're fighting for farm workers and whatever. I've got a positive words for you today. Let's stand together We're going to win this evil. And let me tell you, I am your example. That's why I'm in front. That's why I'm saying that if we combine this thing, say that enough is enough. I think some of the organization, they didn't go. Scott, if you remember, I went to Brandon's mother many times. Speak to him. She was crying in front of you, Scott. You remember that? It is painful. I think some of the organizations, they are there to take also the money. I didn't say all of them. You must listen to me. But I said to them, please, if we want to win this battle against the ANC, to make sure that we protect our country self, because the police are the part of this organization, ANC, and also the army. They're the part of Cyril Ramaphosa. But we as the South Africans, if we can combine together and say that, guys, now is enough, because those farmers and farmers, they work 24 hours to make sure that we eat. Every family here in South Africa, they eat. But why we, South Africans, we can't maybe make something, to protect them? Because we failed them already. And there's no way to the farmers they can go. Nowhere, Scott, I'm telling you, nowhere. Because we are our last hope. And also our future for our children. We are our last hope. There's no another hope. There's no another hope. And let me tell you, 2024, I have listened to one of the president political parties here, EFF, Julius Malema. He was talking to another BBC. And you know what? Truly speaking, the white people here are in danger. Because Julius Malema, he said that. He said that by himself. Because today, Scott, today, 8 o'clock, 7:30, I was being interviewed by one of the USA radio station. You understand? I told them that they asked me about that conversation between Malema and also BBC. I told them that white people are in danger. And it's true. But the thing is that, Scott, they're sitting at a home to wait for them to knock off, to push their dogs and come and rape them and kill them and do those things. We don't need those things. What we need, South Africa, let me tell you, actually, no Africa Testament Assembly man. Actually, elements Assembly for ons ondersteun. But ons is daar so vir julle. Asseblief mense, ons nie praat baie nie. Kom doen iets. I say to you guys, South Africans, white people, please support us. You will see what is going to happen. You remember this Live in Life TV. He was supporting me from 2018 till now. Let me tell you, there's some of the activists that Scott, he knows, they are nowhere to be found. They've got millions and weg. But we are here. Why can't you test us today? Why can't you test us? And I need all of them. I'm not angry to you guys or whatever. No. Let's come together and to win this. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, look, I just want to respond to a comment in the side chat. And hi, Melissa Moller, who also goes as the Black Cat Justice. Now, I'm actually having Melissa Moller on a live stream on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. And we're going to be talking about the court hearing with the CCMA, in which they had a huge success. And she raises the point that in that particular instance, Solidarity did not do the right thing, but that'll all come out on Thursday night. And look, I'm looking forward to that discussion, because what's been going on with the lockdown and these mandates, etc., when it comes to COVID, is a huge issue, not just in South Africa but globally. So that'll be a really interesting discussion. And yeah, on Thursday, Melissa, you can go for broke. Okay. Now, okay, let's get back to our discussion here. Now, if you win this court case in Bloemfontein on the 20, well, okay, let's say you go there before the court on the 25th, and the judge goes away to decide what he's going to say. And let's say, for example, that he comes back and he says, "Okay, guys, you've won." What does that mean? What does that mean? What are the implications? Petrus, you first.
Scott, is history is going to be written down, whereby they have tried, and we are the first team, People Stop Mamarasa, to take Mr. President to court about the video. If you remember, Scott, I said that on the 26th September 2018, he have lied, and we have seen that video, but no one have taken the president to the court, to the High Court. We are the first one. I think for us, the history is going to be written down everywhere. And Scott, you are the one, the media, on that day, maybe to interview us in front of the High Court to hear what is happening inside or whatever. Scott, you are the first one, because you are the first one who have been followed me from 2018 till now, Scott. Yes, they can come, but I will concentrate on live and live TV. Scott, right. This thing is going to be a huge.
Okay,
huge
fantastic. Thing. Look, we'll definitely be covering that, Petrus. No problems about that at all. Fanie?
Scott, sorry, I just want to chip in here, and I was holding my fingers like this because, like I said, we've got a surprise. I wish it was already past that I could tell you, but we've got a surprise or two. So they should be worried. This government should be worried. That's all I'm willing to say at this stage. We're going to have the discussion like 10 o'clock South African time. Me, Petrus, and the other ones. So, guys, this is going to be big, and just know this as we speak here, and that's why I often tell my girlfriend, and this great man sitting there, Petrus Sitho, this statue must be made of this guy, because he took the establishment on by himself initially, and he's still doing it by himself. I've joined my puny forces with him. But I'm making big noises, and I just wanna reach out for last time, if you allow me, Scott.
Go ahead.
I would love to reach out to everyone that's watching this. All the big agricultural unions. We've mentioned you a few times. We plead with you. Get your weight behind this man and us. I'm part of the team now. Get your weight behind us. Phone us. Phone him. I've made videos where I give my number also, but he's the well-known guy. Phone Petrus up, and we can disperse the work between us. But get involved. Get involved. Why should this man be doing it for the white farmers, and you guys are sitting back and not getting involved? It drives me up the walls. Why must a workless guy like I myself get involved with this guy? And I saw what noise I can make. I'm not here to make noise. I'm not here to anger people. I'm here to wake people up like Petrus and say, boys, kom ons raak betrokke. Let's get involved. Let's get involved. And we're not only aiming for this court date, we're aiming for beyond. And that is what we need a change. This government is for self-enrichment. It's communist. We're not interested in this government anymore. They must answer us. And we're going to take it step by step from there on in. And we've really reached the point where the guys are standing around the braai and saying, yeah, what can I do? I wonder, what can I do to help? Well, get involved. Phone Petrus, phone me, get involved. Yeah. Phone Scott, ask. You will help. And thanks for that, Scott. If people reach out, we'll freely give away my number and Petrus's number, obviously.
Well,
and let's get going.
I'll tell you what, we'll put your and Petrus's phone number below this video after it's finished, so the people who watch it, if they want to, they can call you. And I just want to talk a little bit to how Loving Life got involved with Petrus, and it's a bit of a reference for people who are saying, well, shouldn't we support Petrus? I can tell you that since 2000, as Petrus says, I think it was in 2018 that I saw this little video clip that went out on social media, and it was going quite viral, and it was Petrus. He was talking about farm murders. And I reached out through Marlena, my PA, for her to contact Petrus, and we got him on a live stream, we got chatting, and we followed Petrus and some of his the things that he's done. We covered him at Senekal. We covered his walk up to Bloemfontein from I think it was Port Elizabeth or East London. We've covered a whole lot of events that Petrus has been involved in to try and draw attention to farm attacks and farm murders. And this guy, as he says, he doesn't get paid. He gets nothing. He survives on donations. That's how he survives. And you know, when you think of symbols or symbolism within a cause, if any organization out there that really is concerned about farm attacks and farm murders, whether it be a farming association, whether it be AfriForum or Solidarity or anything like that, if you wanted a cause to follow and to fund, believe me, throwing your weight behind Petrus, you can't go wrong, because this guy has done the hard yards. He's been doing this now for 4 years. He's still as passionate as ever. You know, this is the sort of guy that you could get into board meetings to address, you know, people on a particular subject. He would become a huge asset to your organization. Yeah. And I'm just surprised that they can't see this. Maybe they'll listen to this video later, and someone will come in and say, Petrus, let's work together on this, because that's what we need. All right, now guys, I'm going to be wrapping up this live stream shortly, but I just got a few questions here for you. Take care, Sim. Sorry, there's someone on the side chat. Okay, now here's a question. The task team should be investigating the South African Police Service's involvement in farm murders. What are your comments on that, Petrus? Because you've obviously heard a lot of stories.
Come again, Scott. The question?
Okay, the question is, the task team that you're involved in should be investigating the South African Police Service's involvement in the farm murders, in livestock theft and all these sort of things. What are your comments about that?
Yeah, Scott, you know what, for me, Scott, I would say that this tax team, I don't know the direction. Really, I want to speak to you the truth. I don't know the direction of this tax team. We haven't even worked. No, it's about the meeting. They said to us, Scott, the minister is going to speak to the president, and they are going to hold a press conference whereby they will announce our names. But nothing has been done. We were there as a tax team, but nothing has been, Scott. I will never say yes or no, but Scott, I will say that nothing has been done, nothing. But if it will be so that we must go and investigate the police, yes, we will do that. We will do that. But the thing is that, Scott, before we go to investigate, ask Petrus, what I want, bring the resources and hire more police. Whereas we are busy investigating. Those police, they must go to protect those farmers, because we can investigate maybe 5 years from the example. We know this government. We can investigate 5 years or 10 years, but we still have our farmers are going to be killed. No. And tomorrow I'm going to tell them on the 10th of August on the meeting that, please guys, if you say that we must go investigate, let employ the police outside here. Deploy the police. They must go and protect our farmers and farmers. That's all, and we will continue with the work. But let me tell you, Scott, this task team, it is nothing, and it is not working. It's always meeting via visual, via Zoom or whatever. Nothing has been happened. That's all.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this Ugandan space agency that was established in 1960. And they were going to fly a man to the moon, okay? And it was a complete and utter joke. I mean, it never, ever got off the ground. You knew it wasn't going to happen. And this is what the ANC do. They establish these so-called task teams and committees, and they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. It's all about the money, and it's all about just saying, oh, we're doing something about it, but nothing ever gets resolved because it's all bullshit. That's the bottom line.
And let me tell you, Scott.
Yeah, go ahead, Petrus.
Okay, so sorry, Scott. I want also to talk this thing I've been saying many times. Here in Africa, in Africa, there's a majority, our black brothers and sisters. And majority of the president is our black brothers here in Africa. But let me tell you, here in South Africa, we are lucky to have someone like Fanie Botha, the white people. We are lucky in South Africa. And if you have seen our infrastructure here, Scott, it's better than Zimbabwe, than Mozambique. We are lucky to have the white people. And let me tell you, you, the leaders, say that the white people, you are going to maybe to attack them or to kill them. You must start with me first before you go and kill the white people. I thank you.
Right. Okay. Now I've got two final questions for you guys. Okay. How involved are the South African Police Service in all the farm attacks, and what is Cele doing about it? Petrus, and then I'll ask Fanie. Petrus.
Okay. Nothing, Scott. Nothing, Scott. Some of them. If you remember, Scott, we went to Brendan Zona case.
Yes.
You remember those two accused? They've been released. Now we say that 5 policemen are involved on Brendan Zona's murder. That's why I'm saying that, Scott, they are criminal. And Bekele also, he admit, because he's also a mafia, he admit that some of the police that are bad, some of them are good. But if you remember, before 1994, the old government, Scott, we respect the police, but now we can't respect the police. We have seen them stealing and killing and also rape and also drinking alcohol, beer.
Yeah, while they're on job.
You see, now we can't. There's nothing.
Well, look, I just want to make an observation about what happened at Senekal. And that is that there were actually 2 Senekal days. The first one where a group of white farmers caused a bit of trouble. And one of those white farmers is now sitting behind bars. I think he's got something like 5 years because he burnt a police van. Okay, now
No.
he was completely and utterly targeted by the South African Police Service because he had a white skin. Now, just what Petrus has said just now is with Brendan Horner, the black suspects were treated very differently. They were let out on bail. Nothing's happened. And if you want to talk about racism in South Africa, the racism is against the minority white population in South Africa. It's not against the black majority population, and that is as a direct result of this corrupt, gangster, racist ANC government. Petrus, I can see you dying to say something. Then we'll go to Fanie. Yeah, go to you.
Yes, Scott. Yes, it is true. Andre Pinar, he was there in Senegal. Senegal won. They target him until I followed that case. We went. I remember the same day. I was before him. He went to jail. I was in his house. The family was crying. I went also to the court. They give him 10 months in jail. They give him 10 months in jail. 10 months in jail. Now he's in Senegal into jail. Now, Scott, you speak the truth. If you remember, if I was a white man, like from 2018 till now, speaking like now I'm speaking all over in my videos and everything, they will say that I'm a racist, ne?
Yeah.
Now I am black man. No one say nothing. No one say nothing because I'm speaking the truth. That's why I'm saying that. Please, South Africans, help me because I am in front. I am in front. That's why I'm saying that. They will never say that I'm racist. Because I tell Julius Malema, I tell Ramaphosa, I tell Bekele, and they keep quiet. I said them, take me to court. If I'm wrong, take me to court. We are the first one to take the president of South Africa to court.
Yeah. Well, look, I just want to add to what happened because it was, I think, at that time that Enka famously, during a live stream I had with you, when they heard that you were involved in Loving Life TV, the reporter said, that's that racist program. Remember that? And
I remember that.
I can tell you now that I am totally colorblind. Just for the record, I grew up in East Africa. All my mates as a young kid, I'm talking about from being a baby to the age of 6, all my friends were black Africans. I am totally colorblind. My first language was Swahili. And when I hear that, I just think, when you degrade the meaning behind a word like racist, and it's like the word gay. Gay used to mean happy, and what does it mean now? Something totally different. Now they've done the same thing to the word racist. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just a throwaway line. It's like having the ace of spades in the game of bridge. It's like a trump card you can play when you want to try and change the conversation. It's been totally destroyed, and it means nothing anymore as far as I'm concerned. Okay, guys, I've got one final question, and sorry, I need to go to Fanie. Fanie, let's go to you first. You had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, okay. Just in conclusion, I'm not even going to go to the racist thing. It's been overrated, and it's just total bullshit, like you say. What I would like to reiterate here just again is look what this guy did. This Petrus, look what he has achieved. He's taken on the whole establishment by himself, and he's really done it by himself. We've got Sylvester involved now, and that's great. But look what can be achieved. Now, think what can be done if we all get behind Petrus and our movement. Get behind us, guys. This is what this is for, Scott, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We'll be talking lots more, I know, and it's been a privilege. Please, guys, I'm just going to say something quickly in Afrikaans, if you don't mind, Scott.
Go ahead.
Boetjies, asseblief. Ek is 'n boer in my hart. Daai is 'n swart man. Vergeet van die veldklere. Kom ons staan saam. Kom ons maak so. Vergeet van wat gebeur het. Kom ons staan saam agter hierdie man. Julle is net so gat vir ons soos ons vir hierdie regering. Dis 'n klomp clowns. Dis 'n klomp clowns wat in die regering is. Asseblief, kom saam. Ek is positief. Ek is lus om hande te vat met julle, en ons is lus om hierdie ouens diep in die oë te kyk. Asseblief, kom agter Petrus, kom agter ons. Ons sien julle by die halfie 25ste. Dis om die draai hier van waar ek sit. Asseblief, boys, kom agter hierdie ouens. Get behind Petrus. You won't rule one day. You won't look back. You will look forward and you say, that's the day when I got involved. And some of my money helped to get these guys where they are and to get us a new government. That's what we're aiming for. These are a lot of criminals. They must be put in jail. That is what we're going to. That's why I say there's going to be a surprise or two the 25th. You just watch.
Right. Now, I've got one final question. It's addressed to you, Fanie. And it is Boer Legion involved with this anti-farm murder project?
Not from what I can say out of hand. I've only begun to speak with Isaac van Zyl. I don't want to do anything, say anything detrimental. We've got an appointment sometime. We actually had an appointment this weekend, and he got busy. So I'm gonna refrain from saying anything about the Boer Legion. I hope we can get them on board. But yeah, we've made it thus far. But I'm still, like I'm saying, I'm positive. We want the guys. Believe me, we want the guy. Want everyone there. But as thus far, it's been a crying shame. I mean, me and Peter speak a lot, and I don't want to mention the names. But the guys think they are on cloud 9 or something, and we down there, and they read your WhatsApp, they read your email, they never get back to you. We are. I'm not begging. We will never beg. We're pleading with you. It's your children that can be murdered next. It's your grandfather. There were two elderly people again today, 85 and 87, hit with pipes. They're laying in the Rustenburg area, in the Mooinooi district. They're laying in hospital in a critical condition. And this media is also involved because they never report on it. Never report on it.
Fake mainstream media. Yeah, sure. Now look,
mainstream media.
Yeah. Now, Fanie, we know Isaac van Zyl well. I know Marlena is watching. So I'm going to, once I've got your phone numbers, I'm going to ask Marlena to contact Isaac van Zyl and ask him if he can
He's
just
my
give you,
father.
if he can give you a
Scott,
call.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. We've spoken, actually, me and him. We've
So
spoken
he's got
physically.
your number.
He's got my number, and we've spoken over the phone. We were supposed to have a meeting, but he told me on the weekend to have a call. But he told me that he's in an area of bad reception on the farm, probably somewhere. That's why I said I'm putting that one on ice. He's made positive sounds, and so let's see where it goes.
Let me assure you, he's a top guy, a really, really good man. Petrus, I'm going to let you wrap up tonight's live stream. What would you like to say in wrapping up tonight?
25 August 2022, 9 province, we shut down Bloemfontein, not by looting, not by burning. We go there to raise our voices and say that enough is enough. Mr. President must leave the office. Thank you very much. Bye, donkey.
Thank you, Petrus. Thank you, Fanie. Guys, look, thank you both for joining me tonight. And hang on, let me just go back to that screen. Take my ugly mug off. Okay, thanks, guys, for joining me tonight. And Petrus, keep going, buddy. You're doing a fantastic job. I have been watching you. I have been following what you've been doing. And we will continue to support you how and where we can. Okay, just be aware of that. You're not alone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Fanie, thank you so much for coming in behind Petrus, because this is a movement and a cause that really needs to get a huge amount of support from organizations that publicly profess to be fighting against farm attacks and farm murders. And if they can't do that, well, then they should be looking at themselves. That's all I can say.
I agree with you. And thanks a lot, Scott.
Bye.
Okay, guys, take care and have a great evening. Bye for now.
Same to you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, that was Petrus and Fanie. And don't forget, tomorrow night, we have Johan Nel joining us. And we're going to be talking about a similar subject. We're going to be talking about police brutality, believe it or not. And Johan is actually Nat Quinn's husband. And so it's going to be a very interesting discussion, and I think very informative and enlightening for people who are outside South Africa about what actually goes on when it comes to the police in that country. All right, guys, take care, and thank you for the moderators for keeping an eye on things tonight. And last night we had a couple of beauties, didn't we, when it came to trolls? My gosh. Anyway, take care and have a great evening, and see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. And as usual, we will go out with, let me find this thing. Sorry, guys, I've got to, if you saw my screen, you'd understand why I've got to do this. We'll go out with Op Ons Rots, the theme song by Anton Thomas for Loving Life. Here we go.
Ons loop hand aan hand op goue warm sand, so baie wat ek wil hê, so baie dit brand. Ek staan op my rots met golwe wat bots. Ons het geen vrees, want hy is in beheer. Ons sien al die planne van goddeloze manne. Ons weet hulle gaan nie wen nie, dis geskryf soos 'n duif. Ons sal wen, aanhou glo, want hy is in beheer. sy hart. Dis vrees wat wil brand. Ons is boere met trots, met my hand teen my bors. Ons ken geen vrees, want hy is in beheer. Ons sien al die planne van goddelose manne. Ons weet hulle gaan nie wen nie, dis geskryf soos 'n duif. Ons sal wen, aanhou glo, want hy is in beheer. Ons sien wat gebeur, die leer sal ons nie steen. Kom slaan nog 'n keer, ek is stil, want ek weet, hy is in beheer. Ons sien al die planne van goddelose manne. Ons weet hulle gaan nie wen nie, dis geskryf soos 'n duif. Ons sal wen, aanhou glo, want hy is